Hey, Shalom Watkins, Rakam Akapashim, Jimmy Sloan, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shimi Hawashai, by Shem Kodash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that pushing is truth in all sincerity. Back in another video, and I'm not sure I'm going to title this one just yet, but I want to go into this. This is a film, a new film that was recently released called Dear Santa, right? And I believe it's something we've touched on in the past. With this mythical creature or mythical character, Santa Claus, right, being a demon, right, and they'll tell you. I mean, it is loosely based off Saint Nicholas, who used to give gifts to the poor, right? That is what they say. But when you really think about the lore behind what people believe Santa Claus to be, and it's got nothing to do with Saint Nicholas in a lot of respects, right? Only in the gift giving, but where's the rest of it come about? Where's all the red suit and the reindeers and the coming down the chimneys, and now what's that all about? Because that these are separate from the things that were associated with Saint Nicholas, right? Which, like I said, all he was doing is giving out presents, right? And this is the character that kind of takes over these Christian, so-called Christian holidays, right? Because they'll tell you that it's supposed to be about Jesus Christ, and he's born on December 25th, and but all of a sudden that gets kicked to the back, right? And now it's all about Christmas trees, Santa Claus, and presents, and fucking Yule logs, which is another thing. But anyway, I'm not gonna go into that today. but Santa Claus, right? Anyway, right? They released this new film anyway with Jack Black, and showing you people, man, the connection, or well, not they don't show you the connection in the movie. I don't suppose I haven't actually seen it, but the idea that these two characters may be closer connected than one may think, right? So they've made a movie called Dear Santa, right, where Satan takes on the image or the role of Santa, all right. And as we've gone over in the past, how these are nothing but demons that people are basically putting up in, worshiping, essentially, right, in society, that Esau is basically giving us to worship, right? Because Christmas, this high satanic holiday that these elites promote, is just an amalgamation of all different types of witchcrafts and mythologies and demonic worship. It's got nothing to do with the Lord, the Hawashai, it's got nothing to do with Hawashai and his birth, right? He wasn't born in December. Right? It's got nothing to do with him at all, right? That's all Babylonian worship, the whole December 25th thing. So it's a whole bunch of pagan worship and stuff that these elites have given the world to consume, right? To drink, to consume, and to believe, right? But yeah, coming back here, I want to read some of this just to outline the movie a little bit. I said I haven't watched it, so I don't know exactly what's in it. But you got the plot here and stuff like that. So, but this is 2024 film. It says Dear Santa is a 2024 American Christmas dark fantasy comedy, right? And they always hide things in comedy, right? And it's a dark fantasy comedy, film directed by Bobby Farrelly, written by Ricky Blitt, Jack Black, and Peter Farrelly, from a story by Ricky Blitt. Blah 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 blah. It tells the story of a dyslexic and meek sixth grader who writes a Christmas list to Santa Claus to help with his problems, only for his misspelling to lead me in Satan, who helps him out. All right. says Liam Turner is a dyslexic, meek but polite sixth grader whose parents, Bill and Monica, are having marital problems following the recent death of his brother Spencer, and they moved to another town. Adds the problem is that Liam is too insecure to properly introduce his new friend Gibby to his parents, and keeps embarrassing himself over his schoolmate and crush Emma, who is the only one in his class to defend him for his specific learning disorder. To hope for things to get better, Liam writes his Christmas wish list and mails it out, but unfortunately accidentally misspells Santa as Satan. Right? Right? Because the names are pretty similar. Would you not believe? Would you not think, right? So Satan receives the letter and appears the very next night in Liam's room. Right? And it's just right. One, how does it end up on Satan's table? Right? You send it because here, right? Well, in the real world, right? You have the kids write their letters, right? And you post them, right? You send them to fucking Lapland, North Pole, whatever, right? Right? How does it? If that's what you're doing, right? How would it end up in Satan's table or on his lap, kind of thing? If you're sending it to an address, right? But anyway, forget that for a minute, right? So, but these are all mythical places by the Lapland, fucking Santa lives in Lapland, that kind of shit, right? So that's all myth, right? It says, though confused by his visitor's appearance and manners, Liam still believes he's Santa. Satan decides to play along and offers to grant Liam 3 wishes. Right? Liam offhandedly wishes that Emma, blah 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 blah. So Satan rolls up, pretends to be Santa, befriends this kid Liam who is dyslexic, right? He's got a reading disorder, right? And so you can kind of like extrapolate this a little bit, right? Because this whole world is in a dumb state, right? They've got a bunch of disorders. They can't think, right? They don't see things and can't read shit, and they don't read, and this world is taken over by these false and wicked ass doctrines, and everyone thinks it's calm and innocent. Everyone's being deceived, and no one can see it. They're in a zombified state. This world is retarded, so to speak. And the world, the elites know this, right? That's why they're able to make these movies, because this movie will go out and they'll just think, oh, it's a bit of fun. Not that they're trying to show you, because they show you things in the open sometimes, elites, man, and they know it just goes over your head, right? And that's just their way of mocking you, man. But the elites, they know what these things really, what they're really saying, you know. Pardon me. Let's see here. All right. Well, I guess you could read the rest of it. But yeah, that's basically the premise. Satan comes up, pretends to be Santa, befriends this kid, offers him 3 wishes, for his soul, right? The wishes are for his soul at the end of it. After he makes the 3rd wish, Satan gets his soul. I did read this earlier. I was trying to find out the good bits. Satan tries to make Liam use up his 3rd wish by showing him images of Gibby and Emma apparently enjoying the carnival without him. Bill and Molly's assumption that Liam has gone delusional is shattered by a nurse who shows them a video of him at the concert. All right, so in a sense, that people that talk about these things and make these connections, man, they're kind of crazy, right? We're delusional, we just we're crazy. Let's see. Right. Oh yeah, this is what they do as well. They right. So in this movie, they throw confusion here, as always. Right. It says in hell, Satan is revealed to be a low-ranking half demon. Right. So Satan is not the king of hell in this story. Right. He's nothing but a little minion, half demon. Right. So under trial for becoming an actual demon, which he failed, chastised by the true Lord of hell and his master Lucifer. Right. who's Lucifer? Yeah, where in the scriptures does it say Lucifer is the king of hell? It doesn't ever say that. You know, the name Lucifer is mentioned once, and it's not even talking about a spiritual demon or a spiritual entity. Right? Lucifer means light bearer, right? And it's applied to a man, which let me grab that now. You know, it's not applied to a spiritual entity. All right. And so it shows you that in the very same verse that is written, right? First it starts talking about. I'm gonna jump through this a little bit, right? At first, it tells you in verse 4 here, it's Isaiah 14:4. So that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, okay, who's a man, right? And say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, right? So this is talking about a man, okay, in the guise of the king of Babylon, which really reference to the the ruling nation today, which would be Esau, right? These elites of Esau, right, in this modern time. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, right? As a nation, as a people, did this, right? He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered, right? It's talking about a man or men, right? These Edomites, these elites, right? Jumping down to let me jump down to verse 9 here. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, which represents the other nations that he's been ruling over and been oppressing. Even all the chief ones of the earth, their leaders, right? They have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us, right? Because Esau's nation, or beginning of America, is going to be taken out. It's going to be destroyed, right? So they're not going to have wield that power over them anymore because the Lord's broken their scepter, as it said. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Right? Here's the point. Verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, which just represents a higher state, right? Esau is currently ruler of the world, right? The highest of highs in this realm, in this domain that we're living in right now. Right? Esau's on top. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, we have rulers. Okay, the so-called white man is the ruler of this world. Right? America is that chief nation on the earth. Okay, he is the ruler of that world, right? Of that nation. I said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Again, the name Lucifer just means light bearer, right? Light bringer, right? Light carrier. It doesn't say here that this is talking about the spiritual demon or a spiritual demon, Satan, or anything like that. It's not saying that. Oh, where is that? Just because hell is mentioned, oh, it must be talking about a guy in a red suit with a pitchfork. No. Right? It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Right? Because he carries the light. Right? How art thou cut down to the ground, which do weaken the nations? It's talking about this king of Babylon, right? A man, or in this case, these Edomites, right? These elites of Esau, right? Because they consider themselves the light bearers of this world, right? The ones with the knowledge, with all the wisdom and the understanding, right? They call themselves that, the elite groups call themselves the Illuminati and so on and so forth, right? They believe that they're the wise of this world, right? And they're the ones guiding humanity because they're the ones that feeding everybody all this bullshit and people are going along with it, This is for thou hast said in thy heart, I will send it into the heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, right? To ruling over the children of Israel. in America, right? It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And this is man's ambition. This is Esau's ambition, right? To be like the Most High, to live forever, to control all things, right? This is an ambition that man has, specifically Esau, right? It says that I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Okay, you ain't going to reach those heights. You're going to be brought down to the lowest of lows. Verse 16, here is the revealer, right? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? It's not talking about some spiritual entity. It's not talking about Satan. It's not talking about, Satan's daddy Lucifer, or whatever this story here, this movie here is trying to say. Right? It's got nothing to do with that. Right? But that's theater, pantomime shit, right? Just deception. So moving on anyway. I made that point. Right, so yeah, Satan resurrects his dead brother. Happy ending, yeah. So that's the part of the movie anyway. But yeah, I truly kind of wanted to bring out this Satan and Santa connection. Because I got what's to bring up here. The elites are revealing, putting out there more and more things, and that all this thing that these people worship is just bullshit, man. It's just nothing but witchcraft and idol worship, man. Because like I said, if allegedly, originally, right, all this festive holidays that we have every year around December 25th is supposed to be to do with the Lord, right? And his birth and this kind of stuff, but like that's less and less of a focus every year. Let's be honest, right? And it's mostly about Santa and the presents and Christmas trees and fuck knows what else, like what fucking stockings and Yule logs and mistletoes and I don't know. It's become more about these things than what it's supposed to be about, right? But that's it. Esau really just get you on this idol worship as much as he can, removing all kind of because even the idea of worshiping Jesus Christ or on in this time is idol worship still. But he's trying to take you further away from the Bible. He just wants you to have fucking fun and praise them demons while you're at it. Praise the Santa Claus, right? He said, oh yeah, it's based on Saint Nicholas. He's a Christian man, righteous Christian man. But then why is he bigger than the Lord? Why is he more famous in a sense in this time than the Lord is? Everyone's dressing up as fucking Santa Claus and shit, man. Ain't no one dressing up as the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And like fucking children are going to fucking to the super malls and whatever, sitting on Santa's lap and asking him for fucking presents and shit, writing letters to him and all kinds of like Santa's the fucking superstar this time, man. Like why? If it's supposed to be based on Saint Nicholas and it's it's all about Christianity and about the Lord, why is that taken over? Right, and like I said, what's all this extra shit that's around this gift giver? What's all this extra shit about? Why is he? Well, we know he's wearing red because of Coca-Cola, but why is all this extra shit going on? Oh yeah, he flies around on a reindeer. Where the fuck did that come from? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. He comes down the chimneys, he drinks milk and eats cookies. If you're naughty, you'll leave coal in your fucking stockings and shit. Like, where's all this come from? All this folklore and mythology that we grew up on as kids. It's all been fed to us, right? This is all this Babylonian juice bullshit, right? Where does it all come from? What this is really about, right? And so let's just get quickly, just touch on it a little bit because I just a little did a search here. Is Santa a demon, right? And AI, it's still young. You don't know yet. It's still young. AI is not that old. It still doesn't know yet, right? So you got to wipe its ass from time to time, right? So you got to know Santa Claus is not a demon, but he is sometimes associated with a demon-like creature from European folklore. Santa Claus. The modern image of Santa Claus is a caricature of Saint Nicholas, right? Fine, right? That's what's kind of pushed the background of the reason why we have it, right? But it's not really the truth, right? A full century bishop and saint who is known for his generosity and love of children. Gifts given at Christmas honor his generosity and point to Jesus Christ has got here, right? Krampus, right? And this is where most of this stuff comes from, right? All this extra shit I'm talking about, right? Because you can say, yeah, St. Nicholas, but all he's known for is giving out gifts to children and the poor. That's, he may or may not have read, war read at some point in time, but it's just become like a really like a thing, right? Like I say, I think originally, Santa Claus was depicted as wearing green, right? But they got him red because Coca-Cola and the whole PR thing, right? But anyway, Krampus, right? In Central European folklore, Krampus is a half goat, half demon monster who punishes children who misbehave at Christmas. He is the devilish companion of St. Nicholas, right? And is believed to have originated in Germany, right? Some people connect Santa to Satan because both demons and elves are small minions, right? Oh yeah, he's got an army of elves making toys for him. You should probably just slaves. You know what I'm saying? Work harder. These toys ain't gonna make themselves. you know. Um yeah, so you got elves with them. Like the elves, they're fucking mythical creatures too. Like where is all this coming from? This can't be about Saint Nicholas, surely. This doesn't make any sense, right? This is really about Krampus, right? It's really about him. This is why we're worshiping and doing what we're doing, because he's these demons that he's sort of getting you to worship and believe in and shit, right? Teaching your children about fucking Satan, basically, right? Let me grab something quickly. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 17. So they sacrificed unto devils, not to God, right? You think you're doing some holy, righteous act. We're celebrating Christmas. We've got our Christmas tree up. We've got the stockings on over the fireplace. We left the milk and cookies out. What are you doing? What are you doing all this for? Oh no, because we believe in Christmas. We believe in, what's Christmas got to do with the Lord? This is the thing, like, what is it that you're doing that is connected to the Lord? It's not. What you're doing is what we call tradition, custom, right? What you've gotten used to. It's got nothing to do with the Lord. And Esau's given us this custom, right? This custom to worship and celebrate demons and witchcraft and shit. Idols, to worship idols, essentially. That's what it is. That's what you're doing. Erecting trees and putting all kinds of fucking tinsel and baubles and all that shit. Like I said, dressing up as fucking Santa Claus. That's all demon worship, man. Idol worship. Right? So they sacrificed unto devils and not to God, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that newly came up, whom your fathers feared not. Right? These people didn't exist. And like I said, you can try and cover it up with, oh yeah, but it's Saint Nicholas. You can do all that, but that's not really the spirit in which you bring this in. It's not the spirit of Saint Nicholas, man. Right? What you're doing. Pardon me. All right. Back here, right? So yeah, some people connect Santa to Satan because both demons and elves are small minions with pointy ears. However, St. Nicholas was a dedicated man of God who loved Jesus and others. Well, if that was the case, if St. Nicholas really did love Jesus, man, he was going off. Right? Moving on here, it says Santa Claus is also known as Father Christmas. St. Nicholas, St. Nick, Chris Kringle, okay, or simply Santa, is a legendary figure. Legendary. Right? Believed to be a deity or a fae idol. False god. right? Mythical creature, had mystical powers. He can fly around the whole world in one night, visiting everybody's houses and dropping presents down the fucking chimney, dropping himself down the fucking chimney and leave presents under your tree. Because the tree is connected to Santa. You gotta have the tree to put the Christmas presents under. But the tree goes back to Babylon and Nimrod worship. You know what I'm saying? They're connected, right? All right, so he's a deity or fae. He got mystical powers, right? Originating in Western Christian culture. Why? How is this originating in Christian culture? This has got nothing to do with Christianity or the Bible. Santa Claus has got nothing to do with the Bible, right? And is the personification of the holiday Christmas. He is the personification of the holiday Christmas, not the Lord. You claim was born on December 25th. He is the personification of Christmas. This is why we do it. This is why the whole world celebrates Christmas, not because of the Lord. It's got nothing to do with the Lord. Esau got you worshipping demons on Christmas Day or Christmas holiday, whatever. Right? Had here, I did open this. What does it say here? No, shit. Right, but it's really, basically it's really Krampus, man. Demon Krampus. Red Lobster demon. Right. What else is in here? Reject. So okay, right, here we go. This is some more stuff. Right, I don't know what was going to come up, but Santa Claus is believed to be either a tulpa, or more believably, okay, is that he is merely a winter spirit. Okay, that's more believable, right? That acts out during Christmas Eve under a higher power, right? Santa's a little demon under a higher power, and is even said to be a form taken by other legendary divine figures like Odin himself. Right, so it's all connected to all these fucking false gods and idols, man. Due to the global amount of belief surrounding him, he is a great and powerful figure because you got to believe in him, especially given that he has connections to Nordic culture as well. Surprisingly, while Santa Claus is more commonly portrayed as a jolly and light-hearted old man, he can also become a fearsome and powerful opponent, especially whenever children are threatened. This was shown when he personally engaged in battle against his dark half, Krampus. Okay. Right, the man sound like Demon King Piccolo. He got the evil side to him and he just split up and brutally beat down the demonic spirit. Right? So Santa Claus is supposed to be a righteous spirit and Krampus is an evil spirit. Whatever, man. In relation to this, Krampus and Santa are revealed to be two halves of the same coin, meaning that Krampus is literally part of Santa Claus, which is the reason why Krampus is known as the shadow of Saint Nick. This could indicate that whenever there is a family that does not embrace the holiday spirit, Santa Claus transforms into Krampus to teach them a lesson, right? And it's the same fear, right? If you're not in the holiday spirit, it's the same fear that surrounded the Christmas tree, right? By not erecting the Christmas tree and putting presents underneath it, because the presents were offering to Nimrod, ultimately. If you didn't do that, then you bring a curse upon yourself or some shit, right? I haven't gone back. I haven't been over it for a while, but the fear was there. So that's why the tradition carried on, right? And that's why it still exists today, right? These things, but that same fear was there, right? So you wasn't in the spirit, well, evil spirits will come and fuck your shit up, right? So again, this could indicate whenever there is a family that does not embrace the holiday spirit, Santa Claus transforms into Krampus to teach them a lesson. Nero compares this to Jekyll and Hyde, which is quite fitting, although it is never fully established if Santa and Krampus share the same body or are their own separate entities. Santa Claus is believed to be the child of Balder and Hel, given that he and Krampus are purportedly the same being. While Krampus drifted towards the darkness, Santa Claus chose the light and grew to become a great and powerful figure to the point where ancient pagans associate him with Odin. According to the legend, Santa Claus is said to bring gifts on Christmas Eve consisting of toys and candy to well-behaved children and either coal or nothing to naughty children. Right? So like I said, what's this got to do with Saint Nick? Like all this, celebrations that we hold is really based around these old folklores. Okay? Or these different idols. That's where we get these traditions from. They're not nothing to do with the scriptures. Right? You must be able to acknowledge that. It's got nothing to do with the scriptures. Right? He is said to accomplish this with the aid of Christmas elves, right, who make toys in his workshop at the North Pole, right? That's where he lives apparently. And flying reindeer who pull his sled through the air. Like, where the fuck is reindeers come from? He has a massive workforce of elves who are employed within his workshop manufacturing the gifts. In some portrayals, the elves may view Santa as their ruler as well as their boss, right? Their oppressor. Santa himself, while most commonly portrayed as an immortal human, has also been frequently described as a jolly old elf, suggesting that he is either a natural or an honorable member of the race. It is also believed that Santa is a type of dwarf, but far larger or even a fae. Despite having a dark counterpart of himself, both Santa and Krampus never interfere with one another, right? Whilst one is performing the task to either punish the wicked or reward the good. This indicates that there is a sort of unspoken ancient rule of agreement which allows both entities to perform their duties without hindrance from the other as part of their sacred duty to uphold the ancient laws of Yule. But yeah, so this is just a quick explanation, demonstration of this stupid ass, wicked ass satanic holiday that people are all up into, right, over this time. But since that movie was dropped, I just thought I'd do a video just because, he's sort of putting more and more out there that really you're just really worshipping Satan, you're worshipping devils, and it, like I say, it's a dark fantasy comedy or whatever, so it's all supposed to be taken lighthearted, right? So no one's gonna take it seriously, but he's all just putting it out there. Look, man, really, you're speaking to Satan. You're worshipping and following after Satan, right? We just want you to know that. And, of course, it flies over everybody's head. All right. But this is Luke chapter 12, verse 2 says, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." Right? All truth is going to come out. Right? All truth is coming out. All lies and deception, is being revealed. Right? Whether you acknowledge it right now or, you have to wait and find out the hard way. Right? All truth is being made known. Okay? Because we ain't gonna be doing no fucking Christmas celebrations in the kingdom. We ain't gonna be having no fucking Santa Claus and Christmas trees and all that shit. Alright? This is Isaiah 25 verse 7. "And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations." Right? Because this is like a global holiday. Like, even people that don't even, are not even from the Western culture celebrate these things. It's such a big fucking celebration for the world. Because like I said, it's just that Babylonian juice that Esau's got everybody sipping on. Because it's fun, right? It's magical. It's a magical time. That whole magical Christmas and shit. Everyone should be getting involved. It's a time of love and giving. And yeah, they're all nice notions. They're all nice notions, man. But in the process, he's getting you to worship demons. You need to worship demons. Right, so again, he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. Right, so those revealing all these things, man. Breaking this shit down. Let me grab this verse. It's Jeremiah 10 and 2. I'll just start from the top, right? It says, Hear ye the word of the Lord speaketh unto hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh to you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, right? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? The heathen have got their ways, man, and their customs and the things that they do, right? We was always told never to be like them, never to follow them, right? Because they're ignorant, right? They don't know nothing, right? The Most High revealed himself unto us and gave us the truth, right? He made himself known unto us, the power of all creation, right? So we're not ignorant, right? Because we know who that power is, right? These heathens worship all kinds of shit, man, because they just don't understand, right? So we're not to follow them, right? And part one of these customs that they had is, as you read on in verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. Okay, it's to no profit. It's stupid, right? For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe, right? So you got a whole bunch of people chopping down trees for this so-called festive time, right? All these evergreen trees and whatever, right? They deck it with silver and with gold, and they fasten it with nails with hammers that it move not, right? So you got your you got fake ones where you got plastic trees, right? You got people get real trees and put them in the house. You have to kind of fix it, right? You have to fix it in place, right? Some the fake ones and stuff. You got comes with bases and stuff like that, right? But yeah, so you put these things in your house or in a town center. You'll see them around in town centers and shit, and they've got all lights on them and look all sparkly. You got tinsel and shit, gold and silver, whatever, right? Baubles, all of that. And then they might put a star on top of it. That's supposed to represent the star of the Lord. The star that revealed the Lord to the wise men or whatever. I think that's how it's supposed to go, right? Or some people put a fairy on top, right? Don't ask me why. Maybe it's I don't know, but but yeah, you decorate the tree, and that's what these men are doing, right? Decorating it with gold and silver, right? They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, right? Because I said there's a law behind these things, why they were doing these traditions and these customs. Because like I said, these nations believed, or the nation that did this believed, that if they didn't do these things, they weren't in the spirit of Christmas, right? Weren't in the festive spirit, right? That basically demons would fuck them up essentially, right? But we was told not to fear these things, right? Because it's just stupid. Like there's nothing coming. It's only me. If anything's gonna happen to them, it's because of me, right? It's not because of no fucking because some idol that they worship, right? It's because I jack them up. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to understand that, right? The gods of the nations are nothing but idols. So we're not to fear them, right? And all this mythology behind all these things and whatever, right? It says for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. It isn't going to give you good luck or blessings. It's not going to bring you blessings if we do this, we're going to please our gods. No, nothing's going to happen. Okay, if you receive rain that year, it's because the Most High decided to give you rain, or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that was good, the Most High brought you that which was good. If any evil came upon you, it was the Most High that brought you evil, not your gods, not your idols. So we had no business in their customs and their traditions. They were going off. They were ignorant. But these traditions are carried on strong to this day. Right? And it's here right in the scriptures. These are not traditions that we're meant to be keeping. They're not ours. All right, that's the heathen. They even do these vain and stupid things. It says, for as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord Yahweh, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Okay, it's all about the Heavenly Father. All right. I'm gonna close out with this. I know it's maybe dragged down a little bit, but this is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 20. I just want to get this point here, right? So, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, neither that they should not worship devils. Right? This whole place worships devils. They worship liars and idols, false gods. Right? And Santa is one of those ones. He's highly praised every year. People can't wait to meet Santa Claus, or dress up as Santa Claus, or can't wait to celebrate Christmas and put up the fucking trees and shit. And is Santa coming? Have I been a good boy or a good girl? And people can't wait. And they spread these, that's it. They tell these stories to the children, and the children grow up believing it, and they just carry on the same fucking lie year after year after year, generation after generation after generation. Everyone knows Santa's not fucking real. But we adults perpetuate that lie to the children, and it carries on. It carries on because it's supposed to be, Christmas is a magical time. It's a demonic time. Witchcraft is taking place during this time. The elites are doing all their witchcrafts in this period. December 25th and so on, right? These are all high satanic days that these elites do these things on, man. But you don't want to give these things up. You don't want to give up, these traditions, right? So it says here that they should not worship devils, right? You wouldn't repent. You wouldn't repent of your works. You still want to continue to do all these things, even though you're being told, man, this is wicked, and the Most High is going to judge this place for all this wickedness. But you don't want to hear it. You want to continue doing it. So you're going to receive the judgment, right? So that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. All right, so these people are not looking to change their ways, right? They want to uphold Christmas. They want to uphold all these pagan holidays, Easter and so on and so forth, Halloween. Because really they're just incented insides to do wickedness, because that's what's in them to do. So it's no surprise really. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Lord, has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. Till next time, I say shalom.